know I'm not the easiest to love. I thought I would at least be worth a shot. Instead you gave up on me 2 months in, 'cause my flies were too hard to deal with. Did you even love me in the first place? In the first place? If you did, we wouldn't be in this place. In this place, I wouldn't be here trying to say I'm sorry for parts of me. Did you even love me in the first place? In the first place? In the first place? I know I jump into things too fast. I thought I could trust you right off the bat. Instead you turned my vulnerability against me and tore apart the heart from my sleeve. Did you even love me in the first place? In the first place? If you did, we wouldn't be in this place. In this place, I wouldn't be here trying to say I'm sorry for parts of me. Did you even love me in the first place? In the first place? In the first place? In the first place? Did you even love me in the first place? In the first place?
Happy Wednesday, everyone. How are you all doing? Welcome to Myles Dyer Live. I'm Myles. We doing good? We're doing good. I want to say a massive hello to everyone in the chat. It is Wednesday, January 21st, 2026. I haven't tripped over myself yet and kept saying 2025 in a new year. I hope you're all doing very, very well. I am off work again this week. I was told to take a week off 2 weeks ago. Then I was back at week last week. And then our company actually has an appreciation week this week where they shut off right across the board. And I've been making the most of it. You'll see that I haven't done any PSVR 2 live streaming yet. I was thinking about it, and then I was like, I'm just going to listen to my body a bit. I'm going to take it easy. And so every day I've just been chilling, which feels really weird because like chilling, I'm like, I should be doing more right now. But I have been getting a lot done. I have been clearing out so much here, including this cupboard behind me has been like overflowing with boxes and everything forever. Whereas now, if I can show it, it's nice and tidy. Nice and tidy there. Which feels really, really good. And I even have on the desk now a mouse mat that I used to sell on questforempathy.com. I'm pretty sure I took it off. But I'm thinking I could get this turned into a shirt. It was a design I made. It's my slogan that I've had for like 15 years, except I've added a few. So there we go. Engage, cut through the noise, inform, empower with knowledge, and inspire, create change from within. Almost didn't say that. But I was always like, this is a massive... whenever I sell anything on my store, and for those that don't know, my store is questforempathy.com. The 30% off is not there, actually. Actually, do you know what? I actually think if you use BF Miles, you might actually get 30% off. So I'm going to take that off now. but if you're quick, you might still be able to get something. But yeah, this turned out, I was like, you can get a small mouse mat or a large one. I was like, this is huge. I'm never going to use it. So I've had it rolled up, but now I've got it on the desk, and it's actually really, really nice. And it encourages me to keep a lot of my desk clean now, which is great. Also, above my stairs, I spoke about years ago, I had all these T-shirts that were from over the years that I don't wear, either because I didn't really fancy wearing them, or maybe they had sentimental value from events I'd been at or something like that. But I didn't know what to do with them. I didn't want to throw them away. And my mum was like, oh, we could turn it into a quilt. And so she did that. I showed the quilt on here before, but I've actually had it hung up now. And so let me just put this onto my phone, and then I can show you. And hello to everyone in the live chat. How you doing? Good to see you all here. Let's get some background music on. Turn it down a little bit. Let me see. Yeah, here we go. So this is now hanging above my stairs, and I mean I could go through a lot of this and sort of explain what it is. So at the top we got I've worked with UNICEF in the past, in the days of Stick Aid. You got Stick Aid 2010, 16 years ago. Malefice was a local metal band I became good friends with. It was one of the first times I started really doing stuff on camera. I think even before YouTube was about. I was doing it on like MySpace. You got like the YouTube Next Lab. You got Edward Snowden stuff. Life's a Beach. It was a fundraiser for the RLNI, the Lifeboat Association. You got VidCon, Fear Factory. When I worked at The Guardian. Bernie Sanders, Feel the Burn, 2016. 10 years ago. Stuff from my band. And actually that scary photo of me above Stickham in the bottom right corner, that is 20 years old. That was from my first film script I wrote, A Word of Advice, before I started on YouTube, which is pretty wild to think, right? So, yeah, it's all there now. It's pretty cool. So I had that set up. And then, what was the other thing I've been doing? I don't know. I'm just feeling really good. I've just been clearing out. Oh, that was it. Okay, so I found a hard drive, like one of those powered up hard drives, and I had not... I thought it was going to be busted. It's been so many years, and I fired it up and it works. And in it is like backups of all my YouTube videos, old project files, even stuff before, like from my MySpace. I had like HTML files from old websites and blogs, my old bands. It's wild. It goes back as far as like 2006. I think. Yeah. And I had like messages on there from friends from when I was like 19, 20, 21. It was crazy. So I actually thought about this as I was clearing up, because out back in there, I have all these Stick Aid 2016 shirts. No, not 2016, 2012, 2013 shirts. I also have loads of Quest for Empathy shirts from when I launched my podcast. So with all that in mind, because I think in August it's going to be the 20th anniversary since my first like time vlogging. I actually started on YouTube in May, so I might do it in then. But anyway, for the 20th anniversary, I thought I might just do some giveaways. Let's just get rid of a lot of this stuff. So yeah, I'm probably going to do a massive giveaway of just old stuff. I've got like signed band albums, merchandise, shirts, all that sort of stuff. So we could do a big giveaway. So put that in your diary. I say put it in your diary. I don't know when, May, August, whenever. But for all of you that keep tuning in, I'm sure you won't miss out on it. But yeah, I hope you're all doing good. I've just been, as I said, had a really chill week. I've been playing walkabout mini golf with my parents and uncle, my auntie and her other half every night. It's been amazing. It's been really, really fun. And although I'm like, yeah, I could do a bit more live streaming, I'm just going to chill. Just listen to my body, chill. I've been having quite a social media detox, with exception to tuning into the news, hence the topic of today's conversation, which we'll get to a bit. It's about America, if you hadn't guessed from the title and the thumbnail. But yeah, the world is in a very interesting place at the moment, and I'm supposed to be going out to America in April, and I genuinely don't know if I can at the moment, because America is in an interesting place, and I love America. I've been going there the last 20 years plus. I mean, I've been going there throughout my whole life, but like individually, I love the people there. I've always had a great time, but it's pretty concerning. It's pretty concerning. And Nygaard says, "Hi, Myles. Love your content and your energy. Thank you. I love your compliment, obviously." So yeah, and a detox from social media is good for the brain. I posted about this live stream on my Instagram and on X, but yeah, I've really been sort of just staying away from it. And I've got lots of stuff to post about my recent trip to Brussels. I got all these photos from the horror game show, the Horror Game Awards. That'll go out there. Dan Kiefer says, "Myles, don't. I'm sorry to say, but don't come in. Never thought I would say that." Yeah, this is why it's going to be an interesting conversation, because I do want this to be a conversation with everyone. Obviously, anyone in the States, I want to hear from you. But also, how people are feeling around the world. I am a white guy. Like, I am very low on the risk. But there are certain factors working against me. And also, it's kind of like, even if there's a low risk, the idea that you can just be snatched off the street, like without a lawyer or anything, is pretty terrifying. So yeah, we're gonna be talking about that. I go to America every year, and there's the Game Cat meetup happening in April in Las Vegas. So that's what I'm meant to be going to. And I don't want to be the kind of, everyone else went, but I didn't. Because there's a lot of Game Cats from the UK going. But I have my own concerns and stuff. So there is that. But before I get to that, I've got a couple of things. One of my close friends got me something wonderful for Christmas. He dropped this off last week because we didn't see each other around Christmas. And he got me the Mindful Painter. Mindfulness, paint by numbers. I've never done anything like this before, but feel zen. Look at that. 12 paints and 2 brushes. So I'm really looking forward to this. I might give it a go tomorrow. Tomorrow I might go to a float tank, and then I might do some of this. And then he also got me this, which was amazing. Crystal and rock infused candle. It is so great. Crystal rock. And God, it smells so good. I wish you could smell it. I wish you could smell it right now. It smells amazing. The thing is, I have so many candles, and then I get stuff on Instagram telling you like what are the most cancerous things you can have in your house, and candles is up there. Sweet Blossom. Scented. Created by perfume experts. God, it smells so good. I just love scented candles. Anyway. How's everyone's 2026 going so far? The poll that I did on Instagram and on X, and do you know what? I'll do it in the chat now. It was asking people, how are you feeling? How are you feeling about 2026? Hopeful or uneasy? There we go. I'm starting the poll. And let me just see if it lets me do this. Does it let me gift? All right, guys. I'm gonna gift some memberships. Here we go. Just gonna gift 5 memberships because I can do that. Here we go. Just gifted 5 memberships. And I want to say huge congrats to Dan Kiefer, Morning Show Fan, Hakuru Jarky, Jordan, and Defunk Bomb Bro the Game Cat. Well done to you 5. I do have another 5 I can gift, but I won't do that today. But yeah. No, all good. It's a nice little thing you can do on here. Also, just something randomly I wanted to say. My brother's had long hair for the longest time. No pun intended. And he had it all cut off. And he looks great. He looks great. And I was like, wow, Reece, you're doing good. Super cool. By the way, do you want to see the original thumbnail I did for this this live stream before I changed it? And I want you to tell me what you honestly think of this. You ready? It was this. That was the original. That was the original thumbnail. Oh, it was all right. What do we think? What do we think? Some people say they want to choose both. You like it? Nice one. Okay. All right. Accurate. Yeah, maybe I should have gone with that. All right, let's just get straight into the topic, everyone. So I've already touched upon a lot of it already, but I just want to preface this by saying that the United States is in a very scary place right now. And sometimes when you're living in something, you don't see it. It's like if you were to ask a fish if it can see water, things just become normality. And it's wild to think we've been talking about Donald Trump for over a decade now, because I actually did a video in 2016 about why I thought Trump could win the election. And do you know what? A part of me thinks we should actually have a look at it, of like how we got here. Shall I see if I got it on here? I don't know if I've got it on here. Oh my god, I do. I don't know if we want to live through this. I'm glad you like the elevator music. This is all chill. This is all chill. Nagard says, I've been to the East Coast and West Coast and had great experiences and met fantastic people who are more welcoming to me as a stranger than I've experienced anywhere else. That's the same with me. And I've been down south. I've been in Birmingham, Alabama. I've been in Amarillo, Texas. I was in Amarillo, Texas, and I went to a rodeo. And when the cowboys got hit off the horses, or the bulls actually, a bit of both, I was cheering. And I was sat on the back of a truck with a load of locals. And they said, why are you cheering? And I said, because the animals clearly don't want to be there, so I like an underdog story. And they clearly would have beaten the shit out of me if it wasn't for the fact that I was British. And they were so obsessed with my accent. They were like, can you say baked potato? He said baked potato. That's what they were like. They were like, can you say baked potato? I was like, baked potato. Oh my god, he said baked potato. Oh my god. But honestly, it was amazing. I was staying at a friend's house, someone I knew through YouTube. Her family, incredibly religious. They had a religious get-together on a Sunday. I'm round there, and I'm basically telling them I'm an atheist. And they were basically telling me that, like, you know, in a polite way, I'm going to hell unless I accept Christ. But we had a really good conversation. But yeah, no, I had a really good time out there. Like, everyone was super cool. All over the States. I've had some bad experiences, but it's always been just like wrong place, the wrong time kind of stuff. But like overall, everyone's been just super, super nice. So I just want to say from the get-go, I love the American people. There's a reason I talk a lot about American politics. One is, obviously, American politics impacts UK politics and everything. But also, because I care. And actually, America is a country I've always wanted to live in. The only reason I have been averse to moving there has been because of the healthcare system, or lack of healthcare. That honestly terrifies me. Honestly, guys. And this is not... And I know there are some people... do you know what? It's interesting. 20 years ago, you say anything bad about America and you would get the boot up your ass. Like, how dare you down talk America? But I think that over the years, and I think that this is natural with any society, is people become more skeptical of their own government, of their own history. And I think people can become very self-deprecating. It's why the British are very self-deprecating, because we used to be the empire of the world and we're not anymore. That definitely is a part of it. And I've definitely seen a change with Americans over the years. I remember having to really watch what I said when I visited America 20 years ago now. And I just think that's the nature of the internet. So there might be some people in this live chat who don't want any criticism of America, who think Trump is, you know, the great white hope, best thing ever to happen. And just to say, if you are one of those people, you're welcome to talk in the chat. Like, I want to engage with everyone. I'm always about that. But the reason I've been thinking about this is not only because I'm supposed to be going to America in April and I'm not sure about it, for two reasons. One is, at the border, I think if you apply for your visa, for many years, it asks you to put your social media in there, but it says it's optional. They're looking at making it compulsory, and I think in addition to that, they're making it so that at the border, once you come there, they can take your phone, your laptops, and they can download all the contacts and everything to know everything about you. I mean, Palantir out there, right, is the massive tech firm that is just absorbing all this data about everyone, this massive surveillance state. It's very terrifying. And I have been very open about politics and American politics. I've been critical of American governments, and by the way, it's not just a left-right thing. I was critical of Donald Trump. I was critical of Hillary Clinton. I was critical of Barack Obama. Not so much George Bush, because that was kind of, I think, when I was sort of growing up and starting to awaken to politics. But the other part of my concern is, even if I do get into the country, there is the risk. Wrong place, wrong time. Don't have my passport on me. Or even if I do have my passport on me, am I going to have the time to take my passport out before I've been dragged out of a vehicle? My Uber driver gets dragged out. I guess it's not happening in all the states, right, at the moment. I know Minneapolis is a big one. I think Maine. Is Minneapolis a state, right? No, it's a city. Minnesota. It's in Minnesota. Got it. But I believe that the ICE are going into Maine, right? Do they still check your phones for anti-Trump memes? Well, this is the thing, is I just need to get a lot of I love Trump stuff on my phone, clearly. A lot of people saying they wouldn't go there now, and people there saying the dystopia's here. All right, so I'm just going to bring it a bit broader. I just want to explain how insane it has been the last... I mean, it's been insane for a long time. But the last couple of weeks, there's been the threat from the US of invading an ally of NATO, of Greenland, which is like right on our doorstep here in the UK. And it's wild. And then the threat of tariffs against us. And I work for an American company, and it's like, you know, you could say, oh, it's never going to happen, but it never happens until it does. And we clearly are dealing in an age where social norms are being thrown in the air. And can I just say, I think that there's a lot of norms in politics which are bullshit, and I think Trump has created the environment where people can start using power. Once you have power, effing use it. Clearly with the Democrats, absolutely as weak sauce can be. Embarrassing, just absolutely embarrassing. And by the way, if I was in the States, I wouldn't be a Democrat. There are Democrats I agree with. I'd be an independent. I am someone that many years ago was very interested when Ron Paul ran. Libertarian. I don't agree with all his libertarian values. Probably not a lot of them, but his quest for freedom and stamping out corruption, I thought was very admirable. But I was also a massive fan of Bernie Sanders. God, what a world we'd be in now if Bernie Sanders had won in 2016. He was on Stephen Colbert last night. Just consistent. Absolutely consistent and brilliant. And that's true. And Trump did do it with Canada as well. I mean, it's still talking about Canada. Canada is doing some, what's it called? Like military games, is it? Is that what it's called? Like, what's it called when they, like, you know, test stuff out? Exercises. Military exercises, you know, of what happens. We had a TV show where Danish people travelled through the US and then Canada. The couples travelling, especially people of colour, had a very different experience in the US. Yeah. Just do the math, Miles. You are not here physically, but dude, you're here on stream. This is safe. This is fine. Are the gains you receive from coming here outweighing the risks? Yeah, but the thing in April, it's the Game Cat meetup. Get to meet with my friends. It's in Las Vegas. Get to go to Meow Wolf and level up and just hang out. It'd be great. And I'm going to stay at my friend Eric's, who lives in Florida. The phone thing is not true, right? Okay. Yeah, they don't check everyone. Hey, Rhodey, good to see you here. Rhodey's actually been organising this. So this is the thing is, I feel kind of embarrassed talking about this because I can imagine a lot of people going, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But, like, I think it'd be insane for me not to think about it. And to be honest, today, Trump didn't take it completely off the cards. And to be honest, he backtracked today about Greenland because he's kind of saying that he's worked something out, so he's not going to be doing the tariffs. What I think Trump has worked out is what was always the case, which was if he wants to access the minerals, if he wants to put the military in Greenland, they've always been able to. And I think that he's backtracked that way. But had stuff still stepped up, because this is what I've said to Brian Poole at Without Parole. I said, yeah, Meow Wolf is a modern art gallery. I'd love to go to it. Yeah, I'm worrying about it. Not in a, oh my god. And he did confuse Greenland with Iceland today, because it's full of ice. It's full of ice. Yeah, it's an interesting name. Interesting time. So, I'm just curious what the vibes are from American friends. Are you worried about the States? And it's the fact that it's been a year and 1 day. We've still got just under 3 years. We basically got 3 years of this left. I remember watching the movie Civil War. I love that movie. Well, you're on camera saying you wouldn't be a Democrat, so maybe they'll leave you alone. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure that works that way. That was one of the questions Bernie Sanders was asked. He was asked, well, Denmark has like free childcare, universal healthcare, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, this is about the Meow Wolf exhibition. There are 5 of them in the US, each with a different theme. The Meow Wolf people create the main place and then fill it with local artists. Is that how it is? Now, when you say they create the main place, do you mean they create the main exhibition, or you mean they just create it and then they let anyone fill it up with stuff? Let me dig this up. The Meow Wolf, because it is super cool. By the way, hit the like button if you haven't already, everyone. Here we go. Meow Wolf. Meow. Super cool. Oh, there's one in Los Angeles coming. So, wow, there's 2 in Texas. 1 in Denver, Colorado. 1 in Santa Fe. NM. Does NM stand for No, not New Mexico. Is it New Mexico? NM. Is New Mexico a state? It is a state, yeah. And then we got Las Vegas, the Mega Mart. So here we go. This is the one we'd be going to. what to expect. Oh, they use... the sound's not working. Sorry, you're not going to be able to hear it. But this looks awesome. Mega art. How come I didn't notice that until now? It's very cool. Travel through the multiverse. Explore portals and rooms. Yeah. Super cool. Very cool music on it as well. That's super cool, Salvador. Some of your friends made the art. That's cool. And New Mexico is the OG. There we go. And obviously you can go to it on Walkabout Mini Golf. If there is a door open, it's something cool is behind it. That's cool. And Denver has 2 Meow Wolf locations. One is an art gallery, the other is an actual ride. That is so cool. The main exhibition, and then there are small rooms all over the place that local artists fill with their work. It's the only museum I've ever been to where you're allowed to go everywhere. Wow. Wow, Meow. How many states could I name off the top of my head? Well, that's a great question. Let me see if I can do it. 1 second. I've lost the sound. Uh-oh. 1 second. Window. Where is it? There we go. Right, can you name all 50 states quiz? I'll do this. I don't want anyone helping me. Oh, you have 4 minutes. All right. I'm gonna give it a go, guys. I'm not gonna be able to spell them all. Okay, ready? Oh, mass. Oh. Oh, you don't have to press enter. North. No, Washington. It's not a state though, is it? Let me look around the side. Florida, Texas. Oh man. One second. Man, this is frozen. It's frozen for me. 1 second. Let me, Hi. I'm trying to see if I can load this back up. No, the page is frozen. No. Let me see if I can do it elsewhere. I know! US states quiz. Let's have a look here. Okay, I've got a new one. Right, here we go. There we go. Okay. Oh, this is cool. I like this. This looks way better. Massachusetts. Thank you. Between Washington. Oh, it's Oregon. Okay, let's go through some of these. We've got Florida, Georgia. Oh my god. I didn't know Dakota was up all the way up there. Chicago is a part of Illinois. There we go. Massachusetts. Oh, New York. God, all those states around there. Oh my god, I'm having a blank now. Alabama. Oh, I've done Georgia. Canadian provinces next, you say? Oh, man. I'm not going to do the full 9 minutes because that'd be way too long. Well, I've done 16 out of 50. There's so many more. So, Maine. Minneapolis was in... Michigan is in Detroit. No, Detroit is in Detroit, Michigan. Oh man. What have we got? I'm trying not. I don't want to look in the chat. Man, I've not even done half. Most of these that we see here, I've actually been to. Where else have I been to? Oh, Atlanta. No, Atlanta's in Georgia, isn't it? No, Atlanta, Florida. Hey, Francois. Good to see you, dude. There's, Gulf of Trump, isn't that one of them? Oh, Tennessee. Oh man, Tennessee. I just looked spelling. There we go, Tennessee. I'm just going through all the letters. Nebraska. Oh, Nebraska was south of that. Then it's no. Oh, Michigan is a state. I don't know if Washington DC is going to be on here. No, it won't because it's not a state. Isn't a state oh, Hawaii. There it is down there. And isn't oh my god, Puerto Rico. Is it not a state? It's a province, isn't it? What's up by Washington? Oh, there's that one by the bottom. Alaska. Man, what are those two between Alabama and Texas? 22 out of 50, man. Right, let's go through the letters. A, Alabama. Albuquerque. Alabama. Okay. B. No. C. I've done Carolina and California. D. E. Nothing for E. F. I don't think there's anything beginning with F. G. George. H. No. I. Illinois I've done. J. Nothing with J. K. No. L. No one. I don't think there is one beginning with L. M. There's lots of M's. Massachusetts, Michigan. N. Oh, I've just seen one in the chat. Yeah, Kentucky. I do. I'm terrible at this. Oh. Oregon I've got, but is New Orleans? No. There's loads beginning with M. Because where's the Mall of America? What state is the Mall of America? P. Nothing Q. R. R. No, Rhode Island is... Oh no, Rhode Island is a state. Oh man, don't say swing states. I'm usually really good at this stuff. I got Minneapolis. No, Minneapolis was in Maine. We always... Oh yeah, Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania. Oh, and where was South Park? Colorado. Oh my God, where was... Oh, did I not put... I didn't do Arizona. Arizona was there. Nevada I've already got. Man, I wasn't expected to do this for this long. There was... Oh, man, there's loads beginning with M. Mall of America. Wasn't it in... Oh, the cookies, Maryland. No, maybe it's not there. Maryland. Man, this is what I want to stick with. All right, let's go with it. Montana, Connecticut. Let's go with everyone's here. Delaware. Iowa, thank you. Iowa, of course. The Slipknot album. Indiana. I thought I had Indiana. Oh my God, see all these now. Idaho. Man, it's interesting seeing it too. Vermont. Oh yeah, Vermont. Sorry, Bernie. What's between Vermont and Maine? What is this one over here? Pennsylvania. That was the one I was trying to remember earlier. Utah. Oh, there's Utah. Oh, man. It said I ran out. Virginia, West Virginia. Oh, of course, Virginia, because West Virginia and Virginia's right next to Washington, D.C. New Jersey, New Hampshire. Oh, my God. Wisconsin. Minnesota. I thought... Oh, my God. Kansas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Mississippi, Louisiana, Missouri. Okay, Missouri and Wyoming are the ones I would have definitely struggled with. Oh, and Venezuela. Yeah, Venezuela. Oh, my God. That was tough. That was tough, guys. Not going to lie. That was really tough. It's easy, though, like, when you're on the spot about it. Because then you could say, do a quiz of UK county quiz. Oh, my God. Is there actually one with a map? Oh my God. This would be so difficult. Berkshire, that's where I'm from. Oh my God. Is London one? Yep. City of London. No. Oxford. Sure. There's actually less than 50. Oh my God. Lincolnshire. No, these are oh no, Lincolnshire is Yorkshire. Oh my God, this is going really slow, guys. This is jamming up again. I'm just closing a load of shit down. Oh man. Isn't there Derby? Yeah, it's just England. It's just England. Devon. Cornwall. Oh yeah, Yorkshire's no, Yorkshire's not one. Is it? Mileshire. Kent. Yeah, Isle of Wight. Yeah, Yorkshire is several. Right. Anyway, this is going to be a boring show if we're just going to keep doing them. Anyway, back to America. Back to America. Actually, let's look at the poll that we had. And then I'm going to pull up an old video of me talking about 10 years ago. Uh-oh, this is not looking good, guys. This was the result. Uneasy, uneasy. You want to see young me? You want to see me predicting the 20... Well, I did this before the 2016 election, and then it got millions of views online after the election. Izzard, you're going, aren't you? How are you feeling about it? Because you're already booked, aren't you? I haven't booked mine. I'm going to be booking mine in the next few weeks. I'll be deciding then. Honestly, guys... I'm going to show you this video, and oh my God. Okay, firstly, I'm going to show you a funny video from ages ago. I love this. Oh my God. I've just found a video of me and my friend at Trump Tower This was the day after Trump was elected. Oh my God. Holy shit. Here we go. This is amazing. There you go. Trump Tower. And the amount of security with my friend Jennifer. Oh my God. And back then, to play Pokemon Go. Wow, was Pokemon Go that? It was. It was all, there's so much security there. This was literally the day. This was the day after Trump was elected, and I had New Yorkers apologizing to me. Like being at the volcano in Mordor. Oh my God. By the way, guys, I absolutely love this. This is a classic clip.
So, folks, here's what happens. I will call up Carrier, the president, because I have to do it myself. I know it's not... No.
It's it's pretty messed up because Trump obviously did get an assassination attempt against him, which is fucked up. Right, so here we go. This is old school me before the election. And the reason I want to show this is to show you, because we were talking about like the way of doing politics, and it's amazing how many Democratic politicians, Democrats still don't effing get it. Like Hillary Clinton, I might run again. Kamala Harris, I might run again. And they're always doing book tours and this is why I deserve to win. And it's like, no, you should be standing up and fighting for stuff. Chuck Schumer, complete idiot. But anyway. Hey everyone, hope all is well. We will soon discover who the next president of the United States will be. And although a Hillary Clinton presidency seems likely, I still think Donald Trump could win. If he does, here are 5 likely reasons why. Number 1. This is wild. This is so wild. This is so wild. Everyone thought Hillary Clinton was going to win. It's like, I think Trump could win. And the reason I say could is because saying with complete certainty wouldn't be responsible. And a lot of Trump supporters back then used to like, they might still like me now. They like me then because even when I criticised Trump, I was not misrepresenting. And by the way, this was me sat in this corner of the room. Here we go. Political apathy. Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton are 2 of the most disliked candidates in modern American history, whose campaigns have helped nurture a culture of negative partisanship. But just because of... So just to say, so in 2016, I basically did... I just led it into politics. I was doing political videos. Some of them did... I think this one in particular did millions of views on Facebook. Robert Reich, former Clinton Labour Secretary. Big advocate of Bernie Sanders. He shared one of my videos. It did well. But yeah. Voter dislikes one candidate more. That doesn't necessarily mean they'll end up voting for the other. And thus, you also create pockets of political apathy. Back in 2008, outsider Barack Obama won the Democratic nomination with huge amounts of organic momentum from enthusiastic supporters that continued into the general election, helping him secure the presidency. This time, you had Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders almost achieve the same thing, creating a grassroots movement with hundreds of thousands of volunteers, energised rallies, and a clear progressive message. But Hillary Clinton's campaign coordinated with the DNC and corporate media organisations in an attempt to stop this momentum, and they were successful. This left Hillary Clinton with the difficult task of bringing on board all of the primary voters, especially those under the age of 30, who voted for Bernie Sanders. To galvanise voters, you need a strong message that makes people feel as though that they are fighting for something, not just against someone. Which brings us to point number 2. Number 2. And guys, how little have politicians learned? Like this whole Trump derangement syndrome. Like, yeah, you should be outraged at a lot of stuff that Trump is doing. But you don't just go, oh, it's so bad, it's not decorum, it's not good. It's just like, you got to fight for something, and so few politicians do. It's unbelievable, guys. And we've got the same problem in the UK. our Prime Minister won by default because the Conservatives were so abysmal. But he's completely spineless and just absolutely terrible.
This is a referendum on the establishment. There is only one change candidate out of the two main parties, and it's not Hillary Clinton. Change isn't always good though, but for some of those Americans craving such, Trump is their method of sending a message directly to Washington. Michael Moore describes him as a human Molotov cocktail, which makes sense because when you have people who feel ignored and left behind with nothing to lose, they may believe that by starting a fire, you get those at the very top to start paying attention as they are forced to turn on the sprinklers to put it out for everyone. The only problem is, if chaos ensues, it will be the working class and the most vulnerable sections of society that suffer most as a result. Donald Trump is seen by his supporters as being the anti-establishment candidate of this election, which is debatable. He may be against the political establishment, but he is a big part of the business establishment. This perception of him only strengthens, though, when senior members of the GOP publicly express their disapproval, and when he is up against Hillary Clinton, one of the most establishment candidates in American history.
Senator Sanders is the only person who I think would characterize me, a woman running to be the first woman president, as exemplifying the establishment.
This moment is an illustrative example of how badly the Democratic Party have misread the anti-establishment sentiment.
Hillary Clinton was so bad. And I remember back then, I would get slated for being sexist and like, purity politics. And man, like, I fell out with a lot of people in the YouTube community because at this point I was seen as like a Bernie bro that's like, you know, shut up, don't criticize Hillary, we just got to beat Trump. And it's like, no, you need to criticize so candidates become better. Trump, both times he ran, or 3 times, but both times he ran in primaries, he actually not the second time because he didn't turn up at the debates. But he was up against so many candidates and he won both times and he was therefore strong because of it. Whereas Democrats are like, oh, we got to fall in line.
That currently exists. And although the national media loves to frame the election as being a battle between two individuals, this isn't the way all voters view it. For example, despite the disgusting and repulsive attitude Trump has shown to other human beings, the desire for change runs so deep that some voters will find themselves disapproving of this, whilst at the same time voting for the change that he represents. They support the message, but not the messenger. Number 3, shaming rarely wins votes.
There we go. This is the big one, guys. This is the big one. You remember the basket full of deplorables? It's called optics. Support, like, you want to win votes? You got to bring people on side. Now, there are some people that are so far gone. Like Nazis. Burton. Good to see you here, dude. Right, Burton C. Bell, by the way, guys. Absolute legend. Burton, you need to come on this show sometime. We need to catch up, dude. And we need to just catch up generally. It's good to see you, man.
It shouldn't just be about winning the presidency, but winning a battle of ideas too. And so, it's the job of candidates, their campaign, and their supporters to reach out and earn the votes of those not yet convinced.
You could put half of Trump's supporters into what I call the basket of deplorables.
I haven't had a conversation with anyone who doesn't like Hillary where they've had anything meaningful to say.
I fucking hate this. And again, this video was before the election. This was like the writing was on the wall. Amy Schumer, get the fuck out of here. And Sarah Silverman, that I think is coming up, what she said,
I will consider it a personal insult, an insult to my legacy, if this community lets down its guard and fails to activate itself.
Yeah, I'll find it an insult to my legacy. Who says that? I mean, Donald Trump says that. You know, and he gets away with it. So, like, you know, there are double standards, but I fucking hate it from everyone.
This election.
Now, having said all this, why aren't I 50 points ahead, you might ask?
I remember when she said that, and I was like, you have got to be fucking kidding me. They think this is a winning strategy.
Well,
The choice for working families has never been clearer.
Can I just say to the Bernie or bust people, you're being ridiculous.
I feel sorry sometimes for the young people who, believe this. They don't do their own research.
I think if
And can I just say, Hillary Clinton did that again recently, as well as a lot of politicians regarding Israel and Gaza. Like, why is there so much, like, anti-Israel, discussion online? And it's like, oh, they're seeing all this, like, Hamas propaganda, of, like, kids being blown up and shit. These people are fucking scum. Like, that's how I feel about it. Like, they are so in their old ways. And, I just, like, it's unbelievable. It's so disingenuous. And you're not going to win people over from being disingenuous.
If you vote for Hillary, you're a grown-up.
Yeah.
If you vote for Trump, you're a sucker.
Right.
If you don't vote for anybody, you're an asshole.
Right.
Just remember, there's a special place in hell for women who don't help each other.
Even if your remarks feel totally justified.
And I was never one of these people that bought into, like, the identity politics thing. Like, I thought identity politics was a forced culture war thing. But it's no doubt that the corporate Democrats used it as a wedge issue to divide people talking about class issues and things like that.
This kind of rhetoric is unlikely to bring new people to your side.
This is 10 years ago.
Or worse, it makes them more likely to stay standing where they already are. Also, shaming voters creates an environment where people are less likely to vocalise what they really believe ahead of election day. It closes down opportunities for conversation. If only there was a way to address those you strongly disagree with in a manner that is about unity and not division.
And we have got to stand with those people who are being attacked today. But at the same time, it's not good enough to say that racism and xenophobia is bad. We've got to reach those people today who are so angry, who are so hateful, and say, yes, you have a right to be angry. Don't take it out on the Muslims. Work with us to create an agenda and a political movement that will make your life better, not just other people's life worse.
That I remember hearing it back then. That is like the ultimate goal. Vote for an agenda that makes doesn't just make it makes your life better, but not at the expense of making other people's lives worse. Already I've butchered what Bernie was saying. Also, in the last election, there are a lot of people that voted for Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and voted for Trump. This is not a left and right thing. This is an establishment versus anti-establishment issue. We were going to wrap up at the top of the hour, but I've got to see this through now.
Number 4, the media is too late in doing its job. The corporate media often loves to build people up, only to tear them down again. It's great for ratings, and thus revenue. But after giving Donald Trump almost $3 billion in free advertising, they can't seem to stop him. Remember when his empty podium got more coverage than Bernie Sanders winning a primary? Donald Trump has taken advantage of the huge distrust that exists for mass media. I've already created a video highlighting 6 problems with the mainstream media that you should check out. But one of the key points is how news organisations just report what people say, even if it's false. This allowed Trump to use the media as a megaphone, and because the importance of fact-checking only became a big topic for discussion among mainstream journalists so late into the election cycle, people are now even more suspicious, thinking things like, what if they weren't holding it?
By the way, this is very similar to something that Edward Snowden warned us about, which is called turnkey fascism. So the point I made about fact-checking, if fact-checking had already been set up before Trump came along, for fact-checking Obama and all presidents, when it got to Trump, might not have solved everything, but it would have done a lot more. Whereas it's like, oh, now you bring in the rules because you don't like the candidate. You know, let it work for everyone, but not so much anymore. So there's that. And then turnkey fascism that Edward Snowden talked about. Guys, this is going to ring a lot of bells. Edward Snowden said the NSA, the mass surveillance state, you might be okay with it because you've got nothing to hide and Barack Obama you trust. But what if someone gets into power that you don't trust and then they have access to all of it? That's what's happening now with Palantir, with all of the surveillance state. Donald Trump's got access. Abolish ICE was seen as an extreme left-wing position, but it now seems like it's a mainstream position now. because ICE is not fit for purpose. I'm definitely not going to be able to come to America in April with everything I'm saying on here.
Accountable and
I love Donald Trump
from the start. Why are they trying now?
I don't.
What's their agenda? I could say a lot more about this point, but it's just so depressing. If only there was a candidate who stood up to the media and constantly tried to bring the conversation back to the issues.
So we have got to demand of corporate media, and that's going to be hard because this is against their own best interest. NBC is owned by who?
Comcast, our overlords.
All right, Comcast is not one of the most popular corporations in America, right? All right, et cetera, et cetera. And I think the American people are going to have to say to NBC and ABC and CBS and CNN, you know what? Forget the political gossip. Politics is not a soap opera. Talk about the real damn issues facing this country.
Number 5.
He was literally the
parties.
anti-Trump.
There are more independent voters in the US than Republicans and Democrats. So that is a portion of the population that political parties should take into consideration when choosing their candidate. So old-fashioned slogans like always vote blue or always vote red can be really off-putting to others. Pew Research found that when it comes to young voters, no generation in history has ever been so allergic to a party label. When there is so much dislike for the two main candidates, people will of course look towards third parties, whether that be Jill Stein's Green Party or Gary Johnson's Libertarian Party.
Aleppo,
But
you remember that?
people will warn
Aleppo.
about the Ralph Nader effect or how voting third party is a wasted vote. But most commonly, they will say, this is not the year to vote third party. The only problem with this claim, though, is it's the same claim we hear every election cycle. I remember hearing it when Barack Obama was against John McCain, and then against Mitt Romney, and now we hear it about Donald Trump. Even if this statement is correct on all 3 occasions, is it any wonder why it leaves people thinking, so when is the right time to vote for a third party? Because every election cycle, the choice we are given gets worse. Many third-party supporters know that they won't win this election, but they also know that by getting 5% of the popular vote, they will become eligible for public funding in the next one. But with the race being so close between the two main candidates, 5% could be what makes the difference. Once again, this election will be a referendum on the establishment for many voters who will be expressing their dislike for how things currently are in a variety of ways. And I think third parties could be playing a very big role in this election, for better or worse. So there you go, 5 reasons why Donald Trump could in fact become President of the United States. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and share this video with everyone, and why not comment with your thoughts? I'm really interested to read them, no matter what your perspective may be. And if you'd like to support the videos that I do, please visit patreon.com.
It's unbelievable, right? It's wild. It's wild, guys. Oh my god. What was this one? Man. Oh my god. Wait, there's this video. Wait, I just want to see this. Sorry, guys.
Hey everyone, hope all is well.
The reason I want to look at this one, I'm a bit tanned here. Sorry, I couldn't hear you over the hair. Love it. This one was from earlier, and it's why they're both going to be a disaster. Oh my god, Debbie Wasserman Schultz. Oh god, I remember this. This is so embarrassing. Watch this.
Significant consequences too.
All I want to say is that anybody well, from the Democratic side of the fence who thinks that, who's terrified of the possibility of President Trump, better vote, better get active, better get involved, because this man has got some momentum, and we better be ready for the fact that he might be leading the Republican ticket.
Next, I know you don't believe that, but I want to go on.
Sorry to laugh.
Look at that, guys. Look at that. These people get paid shit tons of money to go on air. So out of touch. I wanted to find there was a Frankie Boyle. Here we go. Oh my god, Frankie Boyle I absolutely love, so I just want to see what joke this is, because I think it's the one
Not forget the actions you took to hinder the Bernie Sanders campaign.
Everybody's looking for someone to blame, man. Is it immigrants? Is it people on benefits?
I love this.
It was the fucking banks! They showed you them doing it on the fucking news! Am I the only person that remembers that? Am I going fucking crazy? Do you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of watching Columbo with my granny when I was wee. Columbo, they'd show you the murder in the pre-credit sequence. It wasn't a whodunit. It was about Columbo proving that the guy did it. And then halfway through, my granny'd always go, I think it was her. No, Granny, it was fucking him! They showed you him doing it with a fucking paperweight. It's exactly the same thing with austerity. I think it's those Polish cunts round the corner. It was the fucking banks!
Thankfully, we now have a...
Oh, man. Frankie Boyle is so good. He's so good, man. He's always got the pulse on it when it comes to politics. But it's so true. We get so distracted. And guys, I've got to say, the Epstein files. The Epstein files, what they have in them, must be really, really bad. Because I think that's why a lot of this shit is happening at the moment, is they're just trying to distract anything they can. Anything they can from it. So, there we go. Anyway, guys, I know we sort of ran around the topic a bit, but we spoke a lot about it from the top. I'm supposed to be going to the States in April. I'm going to make a decision in the next 3 weeks. I don't know. It depends on what's going on. It feels like there's not a lot stopping Trump from doing whatever he wants. There's a lot of his biggest objectors are now in the frame with him. Like, look at Marco Rubio. What a pathetic man. I mean, look, I'm still not making the case for me being allowed into America in April. But yeah, my concerns of going to the States are just my safety. Seeing what is done on the streets is just pretty horrific. Florida, I'd be going to, and then I'd be going to Nevada. I feel like Nevada would be safe because it's a big tourist hotspot, but I don't know. And Florida, I think is fine, but who knows? What does everyone honestly think? Gut feeling. You'll probably be okay, but the country is more unstable than it's ever been in your lifetime. Yeah, it's scary, guys. It is scary. But it is because we're going through a transitional period in the economy due to technology and that, which is all super exciting if it wasn't for the fact that it's in the hands of a small number of Myles get detained. You say that, but it's like, how would anyone know? How would anyone know if I got detained? Do you know what it reminds me of? Yeah. This is it. This is from 2015. We're gonna end on a really depressing note. I'm really sorry, everyone. This was from Stephen Hawkins in 2015. Just before he died. And in a Reddit Ask Me Anything session, so someone asked him, have you thought about technological unemployment? Do you think we will either find our work or manufacture more work to be done? Thank you for your time and your contributions. And his answer was this. You ready? If machines produce everything we need, the outcome will depend on how things are distributed. Everyone can enjoy a life of luxurious leisure if the machine-produced wealth is shared, or most people can end up miserably poor if the machine owners successfully lobby against wealth redistribution. So far, the trend seems to be towards the second option, with technology driving ever-increasing inequality. And that's what he said 10 years ago. And that's what's happening. That's an interesting one. If Trump had won against Biden, would it be different? Yeah, because the thing was he had time to go away, and also he felt aggrieved, and obviously Trump knew that if he lost this election, he'd be in prison, which is quite likely, and so he made a lot of deals with people to get him over the line. But Noam Chomsky, and I hate talking about Noam Chomsky now and Stephen Hawkins, two people that were in the Epstein files, or, you know, I don't want to get done for defamation, but it's all very questionable. Noam Chomsky for the longest time said that the way things are going is eventually you're going to get a clown that keeps everyone distracted while people behind the scenes are doing the real damage. And that is the way it is. Do I think the election was rigged? No. There might have been some elements of fraud, but that would have swayed the election? No, absolutely not. Depressing times that things should get better. The thing is, the majority of people want a better life. And hopefully we can get there. But it's going to require people standing up. But then, how do we stand up? How do we fight back? And I think it is having people going through... Like, Edward Snowden was a part of the NSA. He had a moral compass, so he blew the whistle. But what they're doing now is they're replacing people with AI, because AI doesn't question their orders and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. I am definitely going to go away tomorrow and do some mindfulness painting. And I just wanted to do an update and like be really blunt about what I'm thinking about stuff. If you're in America and, you know, you're very patriotic and you don't like hearing these things, just know it comes from a good place. I've been to America many, many times throughout my life. I adore many American people. I love all the states that I've been to. And I've always wanted to live there. But I always used to get asked, if you're from the UK, why are you involved in American politics? Why do you care so much? Because whatever America does impacts us. Like, it just is. There's a reason that our Prime Minister has not been standing up to Trump as much as he should have. Because you've got all the cards. That's just the reality. That's just geopolitics. And it's just crazy to think that our biggest, most important ally has been threatening military action against us in the past. It's just wild. It's just absolutely wild to think about. And the damage that has been caused is going to take so long to repair. But Miles, worried about a USA visit? It's simple. Ask AI if your digital profile online is anti-Trump. Let's do it now. I'll do it on ChatGPT. Let's do this. Hey ChatGPT, I am soon going to be traveling to the US and am concerned about whether I'll be rejected at the border due to my public profile. Could you do a research into me online and come up with a verdict on my risk factor? Can you deduce my political leanings, etc.? Here we go. It's thinking. There's a lot about me online anyway. It's having a little think. Thinky think. Let's have some thinking music. Waiting time. It's probably flagging me up with the NSA now. Do I think Trump will run again in 2028? I think he'll try to. I think by then he's going to be long gone. I think he's going to look to pass it on. It's even if he lives that long. I know he technically can't, but he's going to be trying to. Oh my god, I didn't give ChatGPT my name. It knows who I am. Oh, it says it found a concerning quote from a video, and then it quoted, "I want to kill the president." Oh my god, I think it's the Trevor Moore clip that I shared when Trevor Moore died. Oh my god. No, that is... I'm gonna find this video. Does everyone remember this Trevor Moore? Have I got it? I'm gonna download this. Okay, I'm playing this. Rest in peace, Trevor Moore. Oh my god. Let me download this. Okay. Yeah, oh my okay. I gotta show you this. Okay. Alright, this is what it said. Here we go. A quick note. On part... Yes, I can't deduce or label your political leanings. That's a sensitive personal attribute. But I can point out the political activism topics you've spoken about publicly and how those might be perceived in a broader context. From what comes up easily in search, you present as a long-running UK creator presenter focused on empathy, social change and community building. Someone whose content has touched mental health, technology, activism and politics as topics framed around discussion and social good. Your quest for empathy content includes episodes touching climate activism, Extinction Rebellion via guests like Rupert Reed, appearances framed as pro-social educational digital empathy gap talk. I did not find obvious mainstream red flag stuff, criminal allegations, extremist org ties, calls for violence, etc. in the high visibility results. Okay, so that's good. But... Oh. Didn't mean to do that. This is it, look. One potentially weird edge case is there's a Facebook video result that includes a snippet containing the phrase, "It's illegal to say I want to kill the President of the United States of America." I couldn't open the video due to Facebook gating, so I can't verify context, but that exact wording could look alarming if someone only saw a clip or transcript. That is hilarious. I'm going to show you what the video is. So, your border risk rating. Here we go. Because of your public profile. Public profile risk, 2 out of 10, low. Practical administrative risk, visa intent working, 4 out of 10. Moderate, because this is where creators sometimes get caught out. Okay. Yeah. Right, here we go. I'm going to show you this. And this will definitely get flagged up, right? If I'm doing it even more. This is brilliant. Trevor Moore, I was so sad when he passed away. This is genius.
Hi, I'm Trevor Moore. Did you know that it's illegal to say I want to kill the President of the United States of America? It's illegal. It's a federal offense. It's one of the only sentences that you're not allowed to say. Now, it was okay for me to say it right then because I was just telling you that it's illegal to say I want to kill the President of the United States of America. I'm not actually saying it. I'm just letting you know that it's illegal to say that. It's kind of like a public service. I'm letting you know so that you don't accidentally go out and say something like that. But what's interesting is that it's very illegal to say, I really, really think someone out there should kill the President of the United States of America. That's illegal. Extremely illegal. Very, very illegal. but not illegal to say with a mortar launcher. Because that's its own sentence. It's an incomplete sentence, but it may have nothing to do with the sentence before that. So that's perfectly fine, perfectly legal. I also found out that it's incredibly illegal, extremely illegal, to go on television and say something like the best place to fire a mortar launcher at the White House would be from the roof of the Rockefeller Hewitt building because of minimal security and you'd have a clear line of sight to the president's bedroom. Insanely illegal. Ridiculously, recklessly, insanely illegal. Yet even more illegal to show an illustrated diagram. Insanely illegal. Ridiculously, horribly felonious, because they will come to your house in the middle of the night and they will lock you up. Extremely against the law. One thing that is technically legal to say is that we have a group that meets Fridays at midnight under the Brooklyn Bridge, and the password is Sic Semper Tyrannis.
Trevor Moore, like the whitest kids. When I was first on YouTube, that was their sketches all got clipped from cable and put online, and it's just amazing. And one of them was Zach Kreger, who recently became a director, and he did Barbarian, and then he did Weapons. So yeah, really, really good. So this would have been from like, I'm gonna say it was from like 2000. Let me find out, actually. 2007. That was from 2007. Yeah. Really, really good stuff. But anyway, that is... yeah, I think he died... I think he fell off a balcony. I think he died off a balcony. He fell off. Yeah. So young. And he'd recently done an Instagram post of him and his kid and his wife. And he basically said, now I've turned 40 and I'm like with the love of my life and I have a kid. That like every year I'm alive now just feels like a victory lap. Like he feels like he's just got everything. Yeah, just absolutely devastating. But yeah, really cool. Really, really, really cool. Anyway, guys, I've gone way overboard with this. So I thought we were going to start. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what exactly happened with Trevor. But yeah. Anyway, guys, massive thank you to everyone for tuning in today. I've been very, very quiet on socials because I'm just chilling. And as I said, I'm going to get to some of this mindfulness tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. Oh, dude, I love this mouse mat. This mouse mat. Should I actually... I've got it listed. I've just got it private. Would anyone want this back on the store? Would anyone want one of these? These are so cool. Really nice. Really, really happy about that. I am going to look at... I've got a list of things I want to do this year. We need more Let's Plays. Guy, look, Popsicle, I agree, man. I was going to be doing like 2 Let's Plays at least this week, but I'm just listening to my body, and it's like, you know what? Next week I'll start getting back to it. Just slowly stepping up. I've lost a lot of momentum that I had at the end of last year, but I've been so burnt out that I just need to rebuild. And you must see, like, I look a lot better. I haven't felt this good in a long time. I say that. I've also been quite unwell the past week, and I'm trying to shake off the last of it, but it is what it is. But anyway, guys, I want to say a massive thank you for everyone tuning in. Do share your thoughts on this topic in the comment section afterwards. I am just curious to hear everyone's thoughts. But yeah, it's wonderful to see you all as always. And as we do at the end of these, ta-da! Vitamin G. Time for some vitamin G. Yeah. Take a moment to think about what you're grateful for. Could be a person, could be a place, could be a thing. And do share it in the comments section now. Or in the live chat now. For me, I'm just going to say that I am really grateful. I'm just really grateful for my parents. They came over yesterday and they helped me with some bits and pieces around the house, and they've always just been incredibly supportive. Yeah, just much love. You don't get to choose your family, and I've been incredibly blessed with mine, so I feel very, very grateful for that. Vitamin G. What does everyone in the chat want to talk about? Go for it. before we wrap up, have I caught everyone off guard with that? I'm grateful to be alive for now. I mean, we do live in very remarkable, exciting times. Random. Vitamin G is for very delicious dark chocolate. It's a great snack and so damn good with mint. Enough said. Awesome. I did actually treat myself today. I had some pan au chocolats with bananas. Eat some bananas, pan au chocolats, go well together. I ate way too many. I think one pan au chocolat is like 35% of your saturated fat, and I had 4 of them today. That's really bad, right? Really bad. Callie says, the folks I hang out with today, such a lovely bunch of thoughtful folk. Also last night, 2 local groups. I'm so glad I know. That's awesome. Dan Kiefer said, I want to correct you a bit. You get to choose your family when you realise you can make the choice. That's a very interesting point and something I didn't think on. I guess what I meant is you don't get to choose the family you're born into, which is true. But obviously what is actually family can develop as you grow up. So I feel very lucky that I was born into a great family. There you go, you said it. You don't get to choose your spawn point. There we go. Yeah. All right, everyone. Much love to you all. Without Parole is going to be on in 25 minutes, I believe. So tune into that if you do. And Myles Dyer, go sit on the naughty step. Why did I go sit on the naughty step? I'll do my best. But yeah. Much love to all of you. Love, respect, empathy, and adios. Till next time. And by the way, something I had on my to-do list today, it's getting quite late now. I might do a bit tonight, is reaching out for potential guests on the show. Burton C. Bell from Fear Factory. I didn't want to say it earlier. It's Burton C. Bell from Fear Factory, but it was Burton C. Bell, the singer of Fear Factory, was in here earlier. Absolute legend. Going to get him back on the show, hear about some of his new projects. He's been doing some pretty exciting stuff. So yeah, and he's been a big inspiration on me growing up and my political and technological awakening in many ways as well. But yeah, much love. Take care all.
Chasing sunsets all alone. The darkness fading, painting goodbye big sky. Far away but dreaming of your ocean eyes.
So we talked about last week was New Year's resolutions, and something I was going to be working on, but I haven't done it yet, and that's fine. I can do it tomorrow, the day after. It's one of those bingo cards, you know, saying here are all the things that I want to get done. So I'm looking forward to all that. But yeah, not else for me to say other than thanks for sticking around. This definitely went over. It's amazing because by the time we were like 20 past the hour, the first hour, I was like, oh, this is gonna have to stretch for the full hour, and then before you know it, you hit your stride, and then that's it. So yeah, are you okay, Myles? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. Just chill, just enjoying time off. I haven't stopped for a very long time. I did take time off 2 weeks ago, but that was just like the first bit, and now I'm really, really chilling a lot. So yeah, but thank you for checking in on me. Appreciate it. Bye-bye, everyone. Have a wonderful week. And if you're watching without parole, tune in tonight, and I'll be on it on Friday. Hooray!